Let's take a look at how to draw this lovely fox using just basic shapes. Lines, rectangles, and triangles, just really simple stuff. We're going to start with a template and draw over the top and end up with this drawing. Let's go and look at that now. We're going to draw, I'm going to draw this using the drawing that I made on sketch and paper, just to make it simple so you can follow along. Now go to the Illustrator and here create new. I'm going to create a document with a width and height of 1080 points. 1080 points. Okay. I'm gonna give this color mode as RGB and screen 72 ppi. I'm gonna create. I'm going to import an image that was sketch was drawn. You can use this option shortcut as well. Shift Control P. This will import an image. This image, I'm gonna check the template on and place. As you can see, the template is on. You can see the opacity has been reduced down a little bit, and I cannot do anything pertaining to this layer. So let's say if I choose the selection tool, I am not able to select, or any other tool doesn't work on it either. So to work on this, I have to go to that's the template. Click on this. Here, I can go to the corners and I can scale it down a little bit. There. First, get the direct selection tool on. Go to the corner, hold shift, and I'm going to hold alt and shift to scale it proportionally and make my fox a little bit smaller, like so. So this is the size I would want it, and I'm going to lock it. I don't need to change it any further. Now, let's get started with the body now. Here we have the first tool. I'm going to use this rectangle tool. You can use this tool by using the shortcut, and you can go directly to this tool as well. You can click one single click on the artboard and it will appear with properties of width or height. Depending on how much you want, you can put in specific width or height in case you want a specific one, and then give OK, and it'll come up with a rectangle. You can still edit it after creating this rectangle. Another way you can create a rectangle is click on this and just click and draw. It will come with the default color of a white fill and the black outline, as you can see here. It is a black outline and a white fill. You can also see this from the properties. You have a fill black, fill white, and outline black, and you have a stroke. We call stroke in the Illustrator. You can increase or decrease the width of the stroke using this option, or you can go to the control panel above here and you can increase or decrease the stroke like so. Currently I don't want any fill, so I'm going to go ahead in the fill and choose none. And there, I have lost the fill. Or I could just go in easier method. I'll just give an undo, click on this, and here you have an option none. You can use the shortcut slash to give it none. There. Okay. After that, go to the direct selection tool or use shortcut V to activate it. There. Set the rectangle as per the fox. Click and drag. If you go to the corners and you find this arc, it will allow you to rotate this in case you want to rotate. Next, I'm going to go to my direct selection tool using shortcut A. I'm going to activate this corner because I want this corner to be curved like, and this one as well. So click. So this is selected. I'm going to hold shift and this is selected as well. As you can see, these are some corner radiuses. I can click and drag to give it a corner radius like so. Okay, I'm going to go back to the direct selection tool and get give it a little stretch like so. So okay, you don't have to be perfect with this, and you just a little rough thing will be okay. Remember, we are just practicing on the basic shapes only. Okay, click on this. Now we can go ahead and color and go to the fill option here. Here I have a basic color orange. Click on this. I'm going to remove the stroke this time, so just remove stroke, give it none, or I could just go and click on here, stroke is now active, and give none here as well. This color panel came up. I don't want it to appear now. Okay, next we have this shape, the face of the box. This can be created using the polygon tool. Here we have inside the rectangle tool, it's a polygon tool. Long press on here and you'll be able to see this. Click. It's now activated. I can click on this and it's going to give me properties of radius and sides. Currently it is showing 6-sided polygon. I don't need a polygon with 6 sides. I need only a 3-sided one. So I'm going to give OK. And I'm going to go ahead with this. Go to the corner and you can rotate, but if you hold shift it will rotate in particular amounts like 45 and 90. So this is 90-degree rotation. I will change this to a black outline. I want to see where it exactly is placed as per the reference of my drawing. So I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna scale it a bit holding shift. It will scale proportionally. If you release the shift, it can stretch and squeeze like so. But I want this to be a perfect triangle, so I'm going to hold shift and stretch. And there, it has come a little nearby. And similarly, as we did with the body, we can do the same with this. I'm going to go with the direct selection tool and select this corner and drag it like so. There we have it. I'm going to choose the color for this now. Go to the fill, and it's going to be a little lighter. I'm going to remove the stroke as I don't need it for now. Okay, I need to make the features as well now. I'll just move it a little side, and I also need to make this nose as well. So I'm going to take this polygon tool and I'm going to just take another triangle here. I'm going to rotate it again like so, holding shift, rotate, and I will place it like so. I'm going to give it a black color to this, black, pitch black, yeah. And I have to make sure that this matches with the edge as well. So if I click on this, okay, it intersected and it is perfectly aligned with this. Zoom in a bit so I get a clean, crystal nose here. Okay, I'm going to select the both. I can hold shift and select both the shape and then just move it like so. If you hold shift, it will move in one straight line. If you just release shift, you can move around like so with freedom. But if you press shift, it will particularly move in straight line. So next we have here is, I'm going to just move the body as well. I need to do these whiskers. Next I have, it's a simple thing, just use this line tool. You can use a shortcut of this slash. I'm going to make it click and drag. You can just go to the stroke and give it a pitch black color. Okay. It's white. Okay. Now click and drag. Click and drag. In case you make a mistake while doing this, you can go to the direct selection tool and you can click on this and just make a difference here. Okay. Next, I need to make the eye here. Click long press on this line segment tool. We have the arc tool here. So just click and drag and it will give me a rough arc like so. I can further rotate it. Remember, we have these options, so you can make these things using keeping that in mind. So I'm gonna increase the stroke for now. Let's say increase matches still to my sketch. Okay, 4 is fine. I'm going to shift click and select all these line segments, and then I'm gonna give 4 as well. Okay, so all of these are done. I'm gonna shift select the face and move it in back and get my body as well. Now take a look at this fox. Looks better. Next we have this option, this another triangle. Let's take another triangle. Move it here and I can stretch and squeeze as per the sketch. Okay. Now what I can do here is I can just give this a little outline here. Why like outline just like I did. I'm gonna give 4 point stroke width. I'm gonna give the fill none. And this ear should be behind. So I'm gonna click on this arrange and send to back. You can also use a different option, that is right click, arrange and send to back, or you have a shortcut of using shift control open square bracket. Okay, can just take this in a little bit. Okay, and if you want to be perfect, you can use arrow keys. It will move very slowly, pixel perfect wise. Okay, I'm gonna give the fill white. Let's say I'm gonna give white, pure white. Okay, so it overlap the drawing. Okay, so far so good. We have done most of the work, that is body, and similarly. Okay, so next we have these stars. We can go inside this and we have a particular tool dedicated to star only. Click on this. If you click on here, it shows radius 1 and radius 2. Radius 1 is the outer radius and radius 2 is the inner radius. Click OK. It will give a random star. I can even edit it later, so I'm just gonna take liberty to edit it like so. I'm gonna hold shift and keep the proportions proper, and then you can be okay with the proportion. Yeah, these are stars, so you don't have to be accurate with these as well. Also, if you want to copy the star, you can hold alt and you'll see this double arrow. Hold click and drag, and then you can copy this star. Also, you can do the same using Control D. It will give me a duplicate copy. A Control D. Just hold and drag and give Control D again. First you need to copy first time and then it will give you a copy. So I'm going to make it a little smaller. Click and drag. Randomize the stars. It's not that stars have to be perfect, because they never are. And okay, done. Here, scale it down. Rotate a bit. Scale it down more. Set. Alt click and drag another star, shift and scale it down, and set. Stars don't need to be a precise one here. Now let's get in with the scale, and we can use the rectangle tool. I'm going to press the shortcut M. Here I have my rectangle. Click and drag. I'm going to switch out the fill so I can get a better idea of where is my stroke going or my shape is going. Click and drag, set the tail properly. Okay, my tail is set, and now I need to do the corners. I'm going to use the direct selection tool, use shortcut A to activate this. Hold shift and both my corners selected, click and drag and give the corner. Also, I can use this copy, Control C, Control F will give me a copy, Control C will give me a copy, and Control F will give me paste to front. So it gave me a copy of this tail. This won't work in this case because the edges are curved, so I'm going to take a new rectangle like so, and then direct selection tools, shortcut A, select the corners, hold shift, click and drag the corner radius and set. So I want to keep the tail color as this light orange. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the tail, hold I, or the show, you can access the eyedropper tool from here and just click on this color. It will automatically color this. Next, I'm going to give the tail a white color. So just click on this and you can go in here and give it a white color. Stroke would be none and this looks fine. Now we have a little bit of grass here. So I'm going to move the body a little up. And this is something you could create using 3 triangles. So I'm going to go ahead and get few triangles and make them look like a grass. Okay, stretch it a bit. Here you can stretch the triangle there. Squeeze it up. Again, this is a grass, so you don't need to be precise. Okay, next, hold Alt and click and drag. And there you have a copy, and you can rotate this. And set. Alt click and copy again and rotate it again this way, and you can squeeze it like so. I can copy this whole set holding shift and selecting all these 3 triangles. Make sure the direct selection is on. Alt, drag and copy. I can scale this down, make it look a little smaller, stretch it more, squeeze it more, as per the grass. I'm going to color this grass as gray, like this one. Eyedropper tool, sample the same color here, and my grass is done. And I'll get the body back to its place. Okay. Color shows up way too much here. I'm gonna just dock at the colors here now. Just close tab group. Okay. now. So my artwork is almost done. I'm going to give a little bit of background here. So let's say I'm going to take a rectangle tool, click and drag for the grass. We'll sample this gray color. Okay. And another rectangle. The dark night. I'm going to go a little darker on this one. Okay. I can send this to back to arrange send to back. Okay. So that's my artwork using just the basic tools. You can create wonders just using the basic tools as well. I think the stars are too bright, or I could just remove the strokes. I'm gonna go ahead and select all these stars, and then as all these stars have same fill and stroke, so it will show up here, and just one click and all the stroke will be gone. I think the stars are lesser, or the arrangement is not good enough. Maybe I could just add a moon as well. Let's just take an ellipse tool and take an ellipse here. Arrange the stars a little differently. Stars are rather smaller than the moon compared to the size. So this would be a full moon. I'm going to take a copy of another moon. Let's say take a different circle and make this the color of this background. So let's say I'm going to put it like that. And there you can see your moon as well. Depends how you like the moon, you can make this like that. So that's our basic tools introduction. Try and make something out of this.